In Borno State, stakeholders are seeking adequate provision of micronutrient supplements and vitamins to children by government and humanitarian partners in order to mitigate the prevalent cases of malnutrition among them. Well, they made their views known at the end of a three-day training on targeted supplementary feeding program in Maiduguri, Borno State capital. TVC News' Jesse Tafida has details and will return with the business news.
Nigeria has the second highest burden of stunted children in the world, according to the United Nations Children's Fund. UNICEF also reveals an estimated 2 million children in Nigeria suffer from severe acute malnutrition. To address this, the Borno State government is collaborating with a non-governmental organization to train 70 health workers in areas of nutrition. The training is expected to build their capacity to provide prompt support to malnourished children.
When you train somebody, he go back and emulate those characters in the community. It's like a program that continues forever. So we're not training because we want to stay with them, but we're training because we want to hand them over the power. Most of the people who are being trained today for the past 3 days, they are all from different communities in 3 LGS of the state. So at the end of the day, we expect them to emulate whatever thing that we train them here to make sure that whatever we want, WFP want or the state government want to achieve with this, we believe that it will come to pass.
The main objective of this training is to train those working at the health facilities in tackling moderate acute malnutrition in children 6 to 59 months so that we can be able to reduce the level of undernutrition in our society. This particular program is being funded by the WFP, and we're working together with the state government in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Borno State Primary Health Care.
The trainees are cautioned to put on their best behavior while interacting with community members.
This workshop is very important because it has improved my skills, it has improved my capacity, which I believe it will be extended to the community. We should join hands. Let's put what we have learned into practice. I believe we're going to come up with a positive result.
I feel progress by this training because I have been impacted a lot of knowledge and insights about what I was ignorant of. The knowledge we have been impacted during this training will be manifested in the community subsequently when we go there.
The training will hopefully result in cases of malnutrition among children being drastically reduced. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
In KANO State, the police command has declared war on thuggery, drug abuse, and other criminal activities. The police also bust a thug hideout situated in the state's on the state's historic DALA Hill. Ibrahim Isa reports.
The high rate of thuggery in Kano in recent times has been a source of worry for residents. The police has now declared an all-out war against the criminal act. It is recording some success in its operation, having raided one of the meeting places for thugs on the state's historic DALA Hill. The Commissioner of Police, Hussein Gumel, in company with senior officers, traditional rulers and members of the DALA community, converged on top of the hill to discuss ways of ending the activities of thugs, known as Endeavor in the state.
We are now here at the historical pyramid, widely referred as the ancient DALA Hill, Dus and DALA, which symbolizes economic hub of the city. But unfortunately, earlier been hijacked by thugs and turned the place as their hideout and a place of rendezvous, especially for its illicit dealings in drugs, and totally a no-go area for non-members.
Before the operation, the thugs had made life difficult for residents. The criminal element had also taken over the hilltop, which had presented an ideal spot for tourists to take on the entire scenery of the state. Though no arrest was made, the CP announced the names of some hardened criminals who have refused to submit themselves to the command for dialogue.
The remaining 9 people whose names were mentioned are yet to voluntarily submit themselves to the police. Therefore, we are seeing them as daring us. In our part, We are going to deploy all the available assets toward dislodging them from their locations and will be made to face the wrath of the law in the shortest possible time.
CP Usain Gumel also mentioned the names of blacksmiths identified as producers of the local weapons used by the criminal gangs. He similarly asked them to also submit themselves to the police command within the same period, or risk being arrested and made to face the full wrath of the law. The KANO Police Command is optimistic that busting criminal hideout like this one on this hill will end thuggery in the state. They call on the community members to support the police for the desired goals to be achieved. Ibrahim Isa, TVC News, KANO.